Would you like to be a more confident speaker? Hello everybody, this is Delby Bragais, and in this video, I will be sharing with you 8 tips on how to be a more confident speaker for your presentations. Tip number 1. Practice makes progress. I believe that we should all strive for progress, not perfection. The more you practice speaking in front of others, the more accustomed you will be, and this helps boost your self-confidence. A good place to start is in a safe, small group and build your speaking prowess up until you feel ready to speak at bigger venues. Tip number 2. Always come prepared. This means knowing your material, the structure, how you will communicate the main points, and basically your opening, the main body, and the closing of your speech. Importantly, what is the goal or purpose of the talk or presentation you are giving? Knowing these basics will help you navigate and be more confident in your speaking. Tip number 3. Do not compare yourself with others. I remember going to an international conference in Mexico City where I was going to be speaking, and this was going to be one of my big breaks for a global conference. So, what happened? I decided to attend one of the concurrent sessions the day before my speaking engagement. And guess what? The speaker was fabulous. She was so good. And I ended up thinking, how on earth am I going to top that? Or let alone kind of like be in her level? I could not sleep the whole night thinking about how I could possibly top the previous speaker or at least be within the same level. Well, my saving grace arrived at a time when I really was struggling. I had to reach down deep inside and find out, what is it that makes me different? And the answer to that led me to a really authentic presentation where I drew strength. And as a result of that, guess what? I ended with a standing ovation. I will never forget that time. Which leads me to tip number 4. Speak your truth. Be you. Speaking authentically leads to you being your most powerful self. And when you feel powerful because you are in alignment with yourself, then you can communicate your message clearly and powerfully to your audience. Tip number 5. Set yourself up for speaking success. Now, what do I mean with this? I am referring to how you prepare your body, mind, and spirit for the speaking engagement that lies ahead. Do you have any rituals or self-care practices? Some people like to run before a speaking engagement. Some people drink coffee. Some people pray. Some people would like to take half an hour to themselves. Some would love to meditate. Knowing what these places are for you and the space that you make for yourself helps you prepare for your speaking engagement. I remember speaking in Tokyo, Japan. The host was most gracious and hospitable, and they said, "Delby, you can order anything you want in the hotel restaurant. Help yourself." Guess what I did? I ordered matcha tea. I wanted to taste the authentic Japanese matcha tea. Well, I wasn't able to sleep almost the whole night. It's good that I'm great in covering my eye bags. But from then on, I made it a point not to try any new drink or any new delicacy, whatever, just to make sure that I am in the right space before a speaking engagement. Tip number 6, know your audience. Always ask for the audience profile. Is there an opportunity to meet the audience? I remember being engaged by a bank to give a workshop for their top real estate sellers on personal branding for impact, influence, and income. Some of these participants, they flew to a 5-star hotel from different parts of the country. So this was a special workshop followed by a lovely dinner. The works. Instead of sitting near the stage waiting for the audience to trickle in, I chose to stand near the ballroom door and greeted the audience with a cheerful smile as they walked in. Because of this, I had the opportunity to meet a number of them. This broke the ice, and we went on to have a dynamic, successful workshop. Tip number 7, investing in continuing education and coaching. Remember, I used the term investing because spending money on courses or coaching sessions or mentoring that will help you level up your competence and your know-how is always a great place to put your money and will reap you financial rewards in the future. Example, you might be a seasoned speaker, but with today's dash towards digital and virtual presentations, you might learn a thing or two from a speaking coach. Tip number 8 is inspired by Maya Angelou. In her famous quote, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." So for me, when speaking, you can use the data, you can use the numbers, you can use the graphs, you can use the computations. They're all important. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is speaking from the heart. This is Delby Bragais. Till next time. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you are informed every time we release new videos. Here's to purpose, passion, and prosperity.